Watching Birds. Between Yesterday and Tomorrow, a collection of short stories from Wald's Sanctuary of Creativity. I'm used to it. I've watched birds my whole life. My father had a passion for them. He built gazebos and aviaries with swings. Every day he would tend to them. The canary was his favorite. If I remember right, some of them came all the way from Turkey. Canaries have the power of song and voice. He sang his song through them, he cherished them, and gave them names, and they took the sour notes of his life and eliminated them. I never did feel the desire to have a bird in a cage, until I kept chickens. They brought fertility and sacrifice into my life. Nowadays, I let birds visit me randomly and I try to listen. A book by Ted Andrews titled Animals Speak was most relevant in helping me learn how to interpret the meaning of a bird. Mockingbird can be pretty obnoxious when he's calling you out to sing your heart song, at least from my experience. The robin is always heralding in new growth, and we probably all heard about the wisdom of the owl. I'm telling you all of this because of an experience I had today. I went to the gas station this morning. I had been there a few weeks earlier. There is a notice about wearing a mask on the door. Just like in most establishments, I oblige naturally by now. In the beginning, when the pandemic first started, I had a strong resistance to wearing masks. Inside, there was another sign, "Mask up, it's the law." Calmly, I pointed out to the masked-up clerk behind the glass barrier that the sign is deceiving and not true. Wearing a mask is a state mandate. One can be fined, but it wouldn't stand up in a regular court of law as an offense. It is not law. Well, today the sign was gone and the man behind the glass barrier was unmasked. I had a most auspicious visitor in the backyard when I returned. At first I thought it was a woodpecker, reminding me to be watchful about my rhythm, or even to find a new one. However, there was no pecking, and after a closer look I noticed that it was a bird that I did not recognize. After some research I understood that the bird was a waxwing. I had never even heard of a waxwing before. I read an excerpt by Ted Andrews about this bird. Masks are tools for transformation, but most people fear change and transformation. They believe it to be traumatic. The waxwing can show how change and transformation can occur as gently and easily as you desire. The waxwing shows how to use masks, headgear, and paint to create a doorway into the mind, a threshold that you can cross to new dimensions. There has been a shift in energies recently. It looks like many people are dissatisfied with their way of life and are rethinking things. It doesn't feel like the calm before the storm anymore to me. It is also not just complacency that I'm sensing. There is something new on the horizon. Are we at the entrance of a new dimension? Is this what they call the dawn of Aquarius? Is this a time of discernment, reorientation, and choice for each one of us? Is this a time to resonate with the solution? After all this, when nothing will ever be the same again, is there still really hope for a golden age for humanity? Is it just me watching the birds?